as 3 going towards this mid healing camp, and it is going to be secured by Kestrel. Nice quibble, but actually it's on to Margin. That's not the target you want with the Storm Guard. First blood over to Divine Aurora. They're about 1k gold ahead, but has got it, but has not used it. Now Spaghetti could be in a bit of trouble. Stun. Where's the root from Rhyme? He does land it in the end. Spaghetti's gonna fall, no question. Kestrel with the last hit, and Adagio back to base picks up his own sword.
Evo pushing into the tower was very well placed. That way he can poke, get everyone low, and with that,
Valkyrie, massive stun, well played from Spitfire. Gets the basic, gets the Winter Spire, gets the root. Now Tesseract will be the next. Double for Spitfire. He's 3-0. The tier 1 turret went down for Divine Aurora, and it is not blocked by anyone. Ozo, not in a great position, but so is Neonsi. Gonna get Glimmer down. There's the Bangarang. He doesn't know where Kestrel is because he went active camo in the trap. Shingy gonna fall to the Kestrel. Now the fountain was used by Margin and by Tesseract, but it was not enough for Tesseract on Renegade. He's gonna go low himself. He will play Impunity, but will not be enough. Kestrel gets another double kill, and this will be an easy gold mine. Margin's so low, he'll be able to just spot out when Adagio is there. Basic attack from Adagio. Kestrel gonna go in. Margin so low, but Kestrel gets the delayed ace, and this actually so well played from the game. But that was the problem. That was the question. Could they execute? Gold mine can be started up, secured by the Kestrel with the gun shot. Now Adagio gonna get stunned up. Double stun. No, was blocked by the Valkyrie, but that means the blast hammer cannot be blocked, and it will silence up Spaghetti. Shingy gonna go take a lot of damage from Spitfire, jumping around, but Kestrel gets the kill. Now Tesseract the next target. He's gonna be stunned up, and now Spaghetti's last man standing might be able to get Margin. No, the fountain's still there. Margin will be fine. Yonsei gonna push this wave under turret, waits for them shots, and just siege this turret down. Margin looking for a stun. Will he get it onto Adagio? Not quite in time, but there still means block. No echo for the Finn, but he's gonna go with the quibble. Does get a double stun. Shingy going on backland. Has got the aftershock. Has got Dragonfly. There's the Bangarang blocked up by Neonsi. Shingy's just diving in. There's the 3-room circus. Second proc not going to be used, but he will get the shutdown onto Kestrel. This could be the turnaround. Spaghetti's now no longer Atlas. Will he be able to get away from Spitfire? No, that's a lovely route and a stun. Spitfire's going to get the kill, and now what will Shingy be able to do? The Kraken's bearing down on the turrets. Shingy is full health. Spitfire's running out of energy, and so is Shingy. So who's going to be the one to break first? Will it be the base, or will it be Divine Aurora? Tesseract going quite low. Spitfire's had enough of fighting. He's going to take down the Vayne. Divine Auroras take game 1.
Wow, what a not sad, what a team fight. But definitely Renegade.
You'll find a team fight. Margin out of position. His team ported home. He's the only one alive. And that's going to be the start of the engage. Fist and shake used on the fortress, and he's going to take a lot of damage. Blast hammer going to be blocked up. So will the Ordained. So Renegade forced back up, and there's Water from Divine Aurora. They want to go in as well. Tesseract has got a defensive gauntlet. Echo is up as well. There's the aggressive gauntlet. Stunned out by the Catherine. Tesseract got another gauntlet though. He did echo it. There's it going to come down, and Adagio gets killed with Catherine. Kestrel stuck in the gauntlet wall. Fist and shake going to fit away Adagio, but it will not be enough. That'll be a double for Spaghetti on this weapon. Adagio. That's why Vin's going for it now. 1.5k gold lead already for Renegade.
Yep,
he hasn't been able to shot. Spaghetti has not been able to shot. He has not got the sword blade already. Spitfire is going to try and do a bit of damage. So will Margin, and Petal getting hit by the supernova attacker, able to run away from the core collapse, but cannot run away from basic attack.
He has got the Sorrow Blade. He'll always want to buy and put an infusion in his pocket, just so when he needs to push, or just when Chingy actually picks up his own infusion as well. Targa picking Chingy.
Shingy caught out 1 versus 3 basically in the jungle shop. A bit too busy trying to pick up Eve of Harvest as the first item. That I do not like, I'm going to be honest. 1 shot, going to be dodged out, but turret is in a bad position. Spitfire is there. So Shingy could be caught out. Full glance to stand on Fortress, but not on Spitfire. Now Finn is there as well. And Shingy able to secure one hit back cam. Will he be able to get the second? No. Spitfire gets that. Express is available. Is Spitfire going to go in? No, he's not. Kestrel also on the other side of the map. He's trying to run away from Neonsi. Neonsi with those pets. Knows where Kestrel is. That is going to be a base attack and a glimmer shot. But where is Spaghetti? He's going to be caught out. The active coming on enough. Dragonfly contract will be blocked by the attacker. And that is a nice kill for Petal. So well played in the end by Divine Aurora. So what do you think about this? And once again, Divine Aurora going to get Tesseract just turning this game around, but still not that much gold in their favour. But they now get to gold damage. Gonna expect one to Shingy, but there was a lovely core collapse and a triple quibble and a solar storm played for side of Renegade, but in the end it's not that much damage being done. Crucible and the Forced Accord meant that there wasn't as much burst as maybe they wanted. Shingy didn't be dived on. A block from Spitfire this time, and another double quibble by Tesseract. Playing this spin so well. Neoncy taking a bit of hope from the Kestrel. Going to try and put back as much as he can. One shot onto Margin in the end. Attacker trying to sneak if he can. Tesseract is quite low, so the Expertsu and Chitin combo will kill him, but he has got a fountain. Is it a bait? Tesseract going over. They're going to dive onto Kestrel instead. Fountain not used by Tesseract. That is going to be a dead Spaghetti. Shingy's the last one left alive. No damage. No sustain is not enough. And Neoncy's going to try and
a solar core collapse and it'll be done for.
There's going to be the engaged attack back. Explosive does go on to Kestrel. Spitfire going to do the Chitin, but now he has no damage. Has to try and run away. Shingy and take the brunt of the damage from Petal, but Kestrel gets the return kill. Spaghetti going to do the damage, but now it's Spitfire onto the back line. Going to do as much damage as he can, but Spaghetti will be able to run away for now. Is Saka going to dive the tier 3 turret? Does not look like it.
When we look over to the side of J3X Inferno, they've got, you know, this double healing kind of comp and the Sky pickup, which I don't think is bad at all if they're able to keep their distance and kite away, but there's going to be the lockdown coming out of Impunity as they go on to iBaby, picking up the first blood, following through with the second blood.
And hold this turret.
Yes, but the old feeble man might be all they need, but it looks like Lance going to fall as he did stay around them up for a second, but defensive use of that death from above. Def Q going low is going to fall to the Adagio, and now the instant pressure being put on by J3X Inferno. They want this early turret. They're trying to push the minions in under there. You can see now working on that turret, needing to be careful, taking a fair few shots from it as well, but Blue City, without being able to land those Winter Spires, isn't going to be as useful and definitely not as tanky. And the 4 barrage just has such range on it at the moment. Sky's able to kind of poke from afar. And you know, Adagio, just as soon as he gets in there, of course, going to have so much attack speed, so much damage. And there's the death from above. Doesn't catch out Def Q quite so, but Queasy going fairly low, needs to be careful. Baby going to be in the front line, gets caught out on the Valkyrie. This is going to be the turnaround from Impunity as they catch out one, but not
the
two.
ship has got a breaking point, a lot of attack speed, a lot of chance to build up damage, and talking about damage.
Yep, we see that there's a lot going down across the board, and Baby gonna be the first to fall again. Lyra is going to use those boots to get patient here, waiting for Queasy to actually go over the wall with him. Pale lands onto Night Bim Bim. Death from above going to be used. Valkyrie manages to land on the backline, but doesn't stun up anyone, but is gonna open up opportunity for Def Q to get onto Baby. Great use of the Giphian wall to pull him there. Queasy so very low, but it doesn't to have to defend their base. And we do see Lyra getting caught out with the Giphian wall. Death from above does not catch out Queasy, though. Great use of the Impale. Queasy just doing amazing work on Lance this match. And we see Blue City going to chase down Sky. Def Q picking up the kill there. And now
people do recommend, but Night Bim Bim now.
Yeah, we do see a bit of pressure up in the lane. Night Bim Bim getting caught out by that buckshot. And then Blue City able to entry. And there's going to be the aces high onto Baby. And the follow through. Blue City trying to find the core charge. Manages to land one. But is going to go in deep for it. Gets shut down into the reboot stage and is going to get taken down as they are stuck in the goop. Now Dragon's Breath pushing away the rest of Impunity, and they have to run out there. There's going to be the Imperial Sigil to keep them alive a bit longer. Opportunity for Scarf to have that goop down underneath them and just start burning them alive. As we see now Blue City once again diving in deep and gets caught out the gauntlet for good measure, and it does catch out Queasy on the edge of it, but I don't think they'll be able to pick up a kill here. They might prove me wrong.
And a lot of times now,
there's going to be the Imperial Sigil to go in, but they need to be careful. They are caught out on the active camo, but it isn't going to be enough. However, the goop over the wall into the Spitfire, the Dragon's Breath as well, having been used, will be enough as Baby be able to pick up the kill, chasing down Queasy, but needs to be careful of Blue City, who's right around the corner. Blue City having to jump in towards Baby is in a bit of trouble going in that 1v1 against the Scarf, or I should say the 2v2, as the Romans are still up, and Blue City just trying to get something for it, is once again going to get caught in that goop. Will get the reboot. It is enough to take down Kahlua, but no, that Trian is not up at the moment any longer, but Def Q going to land the aces high on him there. There's going to be the gauntlet trapping out Queasy and the likes of Blue City, but Blue City going to jump into the backline now using the Termination Protocol, looking for someone, but doesn't find anyone, just turns around. The fountain was used and Blue City will be back up again, but now does not have that Infinite Reboot perk, but we'll be able to jump onto the backline, find Kahlua, just needs the core charge, and it does look like Blue City suffering some lag.
You want that oomph in damage, if it makes sense, right? You want that Shatterglass, like we saw Celeste or Ching on the Celeste actually build. Shatterglass will just make so much sense for you. The initial burst of damage you receive is just insane.
Queasy body blocking that Spitfire, but here's the turnaround from the side of J3X Inferno as they land the gauntlet, trapping out Blue City, and Queasy burning Blue City down instantly. Queasy now having to be on the run. DefQ did make it back to the base. Up Cassandra and Jasmine. Cassandra almost getting caught out in that death from above, is able to get back to the base, back to the turret in time with the use of boots. But Icy on this Alpha still being aggressive as ever, does have the Vanguard to help negate some of that damage. Is going to go in with a Prime Directive. We see Anime Save Me, it's fairly low, uses the Divine Intervention onto Official Hind. They're able to get out of the gauntlet, but meanwhile it's going to be Hunjager stuck in there, or is it the side of 501st stuck in there with him? There's a great use of a Prime Directive with the Termination Protocol, almost picks up Official Hind, but the turnaround coming through from Elite 8, will they be able to get a kill from it, however, as both teams so low at the moment. Prime Directive onto Anime Save Me, and everyone just so low. Hunjager's finally managing to find a kill onto Alpha and turns it around with
all off in the last fight. We saw Elite 8 focus Alpha down, then Cassandra down, then Alpha down again after she rebooted, and X2 Jasmine was left kind of alive. Apart from now, Jasmine going to fall. So Elite 8, once again, they're just focusing the right people, whereas Fuzzer first are kind of splitting around on everyone.
Called out, did use that Protector's contract, but looks like Icy gonna find them before the Divine Intervention gets down. Official Hind using the death from above does catch out Icy, but there's gonna be the engage with the Prime Directive. Oko doesn't catch him out with the explosion. Hunjager's nearby. Great use of that Surrey strike by the sky to get around.
Lovely.
Good use of mobility there, and Hunjager's going in deep with the Crystal Sentry. Might fall to Cassandra, and they will indeed, but Official Hind is still up, trying to do what they can. Cassandra's so low on the backline. Surrey strike not going to get them around there, and Cassandra could get caught out by Anime Save Me, but it looks like they do have, and they're going to jump on Cassandra as their first target. They go into Red Mist as a defense protocol, and there's going to be a gauntlet coming down. Meanwhile, Icy trying to jump into the fight, but Echoed Gauntlet does catch out Anime Save Me, but meanwhile, Hunjager's and Official Hind haven't been touched during this fight. It looks like they might be able to pick up Anime Save Me, however, but meanwhile, Hunjager's is going to take down that Rona, and Icy, use of a Prime Directive, is able to get a kill out of it, however, ended up...
just isn't designed for it, and there's going to be another fight.
This time they're jumping onto Icy instead, but there's going to be the Holy Nova to knock up Cassandra. They have to use the Red Mist instantly, but going to get taken down so quickly by that death from above. Icy trying to run away from the fight, does have full Broken Heart stacks on them, and is going to be put into that Infinite Reboot stage. More than likely did use the Termination Protocol before going down, but you were trapped in between all three members then going in themselves. So early use of the Divine Intervention, it will not be echoed, in fact, so Anime Save Me does not have an echo available for themselves. It looks like they would be building to that with a Void Battery, but that does mean it will be down for the fight, so they need to be a bit more careful on the side of Elite 8 if they want to win this one out. But Sky not getting targeted by anyone right now. They're just still trying to get on top of Black Feather, but that's exactly what Elite 8 wants, is Anime Save Me easily able to land the Holy Nova. Black Feather picking up heroes left and right, getting the ace, and Elite 8 are going to take the first game.
Yeah, well played by Elite 8 in the end. They were just awesome, really. Black Feather was amazing. He played like Black Feather should.
Just trying to get some poke damage, some chip damage more than anything down. There's the real poke coming through by the side of Elite 8, and the Ordain landing onto Cassandra, forcing them into an early fight. They got the level 2, but they get shut down instantly by Hunjagers for the first blood. And Elite 8 pushing in so aggressively here with, I mean, why not? You have the... and then just push through together as a whole team, as we saw Kestrel as well. Being able to land the glimmer shots, but 501st doing this in return to Hunjagers, who's going to fall to the side of as a whole. It's really working out for the side of Elite 8, especially if this Batiste, but need to be careful. Cassandra and the Drifting Dark has the empowered Malice and Verdict, is going to not get the kill, however, and gets shut down by Hunjagers, but Revenger X going to be able to pick up every kill in return. And meanwhile, Anime
just
Save...
tickles. Hunjagers isn't really being hurt by that, but there's going to be a fight.
Yep, and we see the, wow, great use of the fearsome shade onto Cassandra. The whole team of 501st Legion getting caught up in that, but the kill going over as Cassandra falls. Revenger X soon to follow suit if he's not careful, but Official Hind going to go in full to Elite 8, but they were more buying time for 501st, so it's not lost for them yet.
Yeah, I think Kestrel was thinking about going up to lane, but ended up...
Oh my, the damage onto Revenger X coming out from Official Hind. There's going to be the Gauntlet trapping out Cassandra, and Jasmine going through with the Reflex Block, able to escape it. Official Hind might fall, but they use their own Reflex Block, and they're going to be alive. There's the double kill going over to Renegades. Going on the backline with Ordained, does manage to catch out Samuel in it, but he's going to get taken down by Renegades before he even gets stunned up by that. Meanwhile, Revenger X on a sliver of health, just trying to run away from the enemy team. Will he be able to make it as we see Jasmine getting locked down by the Ordained, and one by one they're falling. Revenger getting spotted out, and there's the chase for Vanguard onto Renegades. It's just going to be one shot, not even a glimmer shot, just right in the back where the arrow takes him down. It isn't the ace, however, as Cassandra back up on the fold. Jasmine somehow able to escape that one, but only for a while longer. They're just playing with their food at this point, and Cassandra might be able to turn this one around. They just need one more shot, but Kestrel going to go first. Meanwhile, Fountain not quite up. Another 7 seconds for the side of 501st. Catherine needs to stay alive, but Vox gonna get shut down before that. Kestrel going in big, getting the Vox, getting the Samuel, moving on to Jasmine, getting another triple kill. And that is more than likely going to end the game or end my shoutcasting career, because I'm going to lose my voice.
That is more than 2 kills a minute in total.
Because of the resonance bouncers and just how fast.
Impunity trying to do something secret. Defq did not pick up Boots, and neither did Lucy, but there's going to be a fight level 1. They said this wouldn't happen, but it is starting. That's going to be a first kill actually. We see on the Lance, Healing Flask was popped by SNK, but it was not enough. Defq doing the work on Spaghetti, doing a lot of damage. He's going to try not to forward barrage. That's going to be a Healing Flask pop. Defq has not got his, but he still gets the kill. Shingy going to get impaled. Lovely impaled from Queasy. He's going to fall most likely. No, Healing Flask popped. Will it be enough? Defq uses his own Healing Flask, but he's going to fall. And Queasy is the last one standing, with Shingy trying to get the kill. And Shingy's going to try and pop, but that's a flare stopping him. Thrall's coming. Bluxty is going to try and get the kill on Shingy. He's going to forward barrage, but will Bluxty be able to do it? Lovely impale. That should be enough with one Spectral Smite with no stacks.
They work the best when they have the teammates around, and there is no denying that whatsoever. So hopefully
Spaghetti is caught out by the Cruel and an impale. Cruel gets the Spectral Smite kill in the end. They've got all 3 items up. Poison Shift, Tension Bow, procs onto Spaghetti, does a lot of damage. Another flare is going to come down. Bluxy's diving turrets, he's diving a second. He's going to get the kill. Defq as well, going so deep for these kills. Now Shingy, the last one left alive of the carries, and she's going to fall. No, Shingy is alive. How is Shingy survived Bluxy and the Defq? And Queasy's going to try and do the impale. So far, that's really well played by QC. We're getting Healing Fast clock. Bluxy's still going to go into them though, and that's going to get impale. Where is the fountain? QC, use it! I'm so scared for you, but he's not scared at all. He's keeping the fountain for the very last minute, and Vox gets the last hit onto Kestrel. Such plays from Impunity. Fountain Quartz guy will not be enough. They get the double, and this will be a goal fight. How did QC have that much self-control to keep the fountain?
You know, it could have just been the game, you know, since it's just hour 1 or minute 1. The amount of damage coming out from Blue City now is just so much with the Tension Bow proc. You jump onto Castro, the root follows in, and Castro just can't quite go anywhere. And with the amount of damage reduction coming out through the Blue City's Smite levels and the Smite passive, you know, Castro can't quite put out anything. And Chingy, although he has that Frostbite, but it's not enough control whatsoever from the side. And now
really engaged. Bluxty from Hellside does come out, doesn't have SNK in the end. That's a weird triple stun on the actual camera in the end by Spaghetti. And now Bluxty is going to take a little bit of damage, but Sky going to go back through the portal, being quite defensive. And Impunity not with the best engage, but they are able to back off with Renegades, not going to be too aggressive against them. Cruel has got a full metal jacket already, and Sky will take a lot of damage, and that's going to be a Spectral Smite to pick up the kill by Bluxty. Once again, Impunity so much more aggressive. They'll dive a little bit of damage, but it just doesn't matter because they get the kill. That's the flare. Come out on Spaghetti, and he could be in a bad position here. Bluxty actually going to get the turret though. well played by Impunity, forcing Kestrel to back off.
Fusion and just try to counter push as
Renegades know they need to fight. There's going to be a double Atlas onto the backline. Double Githian Wolf though by Quisi. Death Above is not going to zone anyone away. Arcane Passage used by Lara. His team is now split. Shingy going to try and run away. Impunity took the bait. They went through the portal even though Shingy was not there. So Impunity, once again, no reason for them to not just start this Kraken again. They're going to force the fight. Maybe that wasn't the best fight for them, but they can just secure this most likely. If not, just fight. Fountain is up for both Greasy and SNK. One shot does come out, and Defu's going to take the brunt of damage. Wait for it comes through, and now Cool doesn't know what to do. Hellstar comes out. He's going to get the stun onto SNK. Yes, it will. He is going to fall to the box in the end, and now Quisi's taking a lot of damage from Shingy. Hasn't got Dragon's Eye, so not building up any stacks, but still doing quite a lot of damage. Kestrel is going to force the Fountain out by Quisi. Now Shingy going to get impaled up. Yes, you will. That's going to be a dead Quisi, no question. Another impale. Echo on the Spaghetti. Early game damage on Alpha is apparently really high. I've seen this a little bit recently. Alpha can just win fights at level 1. Defu though, maybe the first one to fall. No, Alpha gets the first blood onto Cool, and Spaghetti trying to do the plays onto Defu. The baits by Defu. Will it be a delayed ace by Bluxty? Not quite. He's going to try and pick up the backs. This is very risky. Shingy has respawned and it's stolen away by SNK. Bluxty get a third. We'll be able to do so on Shingy. Now the Prime Director is going to do a lot of damage. There it is onto the backline, forcing a fan. SNK. Bluxty has got an ultimate available and he doesn't pop it. Fade apart from Blackfeather, stopping the Alpha ultimate. But Bluxty is going to respawn, not respawn, but going to get through that ultimate and survive. Now Shingy is the last one left alive. He will fall. Prime Direction doesn't quite land, but Box with the double. Can Box get the triple? Blackfeather has got boots and will survive under the turret. But Bluxty doesn't manage to get the Termination Bone Skull off, as we were talking about before the game. I don't think that was his fault. Blackfeather did 500 execute damage. It's kind of hard to predict that with your ultimate, but Impunity are able to get this turret not quite dead, but down low, and Alpha with the Prime Directive does sneak it, but Blackfeather does manage to pick up a kill, and now Impunity trying to get this turret. Lance impales in, and that's a lovely stun from Grace with the Holy Nova onto Lance, stopping that engage. Atlas does land onto the box, and Blackfeather is surviving quite a while. Love first ultimate from Grace, no echo yet. They cannot get a second one. Defu trying to kite for as long as possible. Will be somebody from House Art, and Defu is going to get a fight as long as possible. Alpha though has got 9 Dragon's Eye stacks. I'm pretty sure that's a Prime Directive for a kill for Alpha. Give him the triple. Will he be able to...
But amount of burst coming out from both of these heroes. Whoa.
There's going to be some damage by Bluxty, and Defu's going to be the one dived on. Shingy and Spaghetti are going right. All in. Let's go Defu. Double out. That's onto Defu and Bluxty in the end. Lots of damage coming out. Defu's going very low. There's the ultimate from Grace. Does heal him up in time, but Blackfeather is going to be staying alive for now. Alpha picking up some Dragon's Eye stacks. The fight's been going on about 10 seconds. Bluxty's going to be stacked up. He's full out. He's got a double. He is a nightmare.
You see the nightmare coming out. Now the Kraken is being stolen.
Kraken's going to be started up by Renegade. It's the play. Renegade going for why not? Let's try and steal this Kraken. Lovely from start. And He's going to take a lot of damage. Triple Atlas was a pop. Now Spaghetti going to go in, but Defu going to get that lovely Divine Intervention. Heal, Echo was used. Second Divine Intervention. Will it be enough? Alpha gets the gun to Blackfeather. That's the 12th kill. Will he get 13? No, Grace gets it. Box gets the last one. And that is Impunity with an ace. Just out of nothing, they just deal so much burst damage. And they will most likely finish the game here. Bluxty just deciding that, yeah, the draft was pretty good from Impunity, but I didn't think it would be this good.
Yeah, but I mean, they are just looking so very comfortable on all these, on the heroes they are at. And had Renegades actually watched yesterday's game, Renegades would probably just be building or just banning out that box. I mean, I have written this alongside Minimizer, but of course, for this game, I will be talking about this entire weird game with I Request a Duo. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, and it looks like I'm here just in time to catch Alpha first fight. As we see the Alpha going in with the Prime Directive and trying to land those core charges, we see Mr. Jim and now Alpha already with those level 2s, and they're going to be able to pick up the first blood for themselves. Guessing going fairly low, however, needs to be careful. Grace going to jump in there, but gets caught out and punished for it. Prime Directive going to land, and Mr. Jim on this weapon power pill.
Yep, and I think I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, I actually did mention this in the previous patch in 2.8 that Pato experiences a very, very weird power spike, but Sync1 going down there.
Sync1 going to get put into the infinite reboot stage, but Anime saved me very low in the backline. Sync1 is going to use Prime Directive on Swanson and leave it up to Sky to land that poke from afar. But right now, Elite 8 do want to be the aggressors, and they're going to try continue with it. There's still the Fountain already used on the side of Bren eSports, but meanwhile it's going to be the Sky falling to Pedal. It's just the range on Pedal so ridiculous, and when you make that a weapon power pedal, when you make it the pew pew weapon power pedal especially, that's more dangerous than ever. As we see Sync 1 gets the Vanguard, it's enough to get them the kill onto the Idris after the reboot, and Anime Save Me needs to be careful of Mr. Jim on this pedal, who's doing so much work as they push into this turret. It looks like Sky will be back up in lane to just help defend this first turret, not wanting to let it fall so early as Idris only making out the base at the moment, but Sync 1 gonna jump in once again, and they managed to pick up the kill thanks to the Vanguard that's able to get them out of turret safely, even going in without the infinite reboot. And that's just the kind of aggression I talked about playing alongside Arden allows you to do. And we do see Elite 8 trying to chase them down. There's going to be the Fountain used on the side of Bren eSports, and they might be able to get the kills out of it. Sync 1 able to pick up the Sky, does get the infinite reboot just in time, but Renegades was able to pick up that kill onto Mr. Jim.
Now, so very long range, very good attack speed, and can definitely just put out a lot of damage if constantly protected. And as mentioned, Sync 1 just jumping into the front line forces the Elite 8 to just concentrate their firepower onto Sync 1.
There's going to be the death from above as Vainglory coming out from the side of Elite 8, and Renegades is going to jump onto that backline with the Shimmer Strike, but getting taken down instantly by Mr. Jim. Just gets kited out. Sync 1 actually going to be the one to pick up the kill, going in for the double kill onto the Sky, diving under that turret. Has the Vanguard just so tanky in this fight, putting out so much damage as well. And Bren eSports...
Gold Miner definitely did help Bren eSports. And I did mention before, if any team were to come out with interesting team comps, it will be Bren eSports, and they will be the ones to be able to pull it off. Now, Anime Save Me actually missing that steal, Gauntlet being thrown down.
Yeah, but it's going to be the Gauntlet. Meanwhile, Official Hein on that backline gets taken out instantly, and soon to fall is going to be Jaegers, followed by Anime. The risk and reward, and now it's put them in this state where they're just going into fights with so much confidence. Guessing, however, going to have the Gauntlet up in 1 more second. They don't need it. They're going to take down Grace instantly. Jaegers going down with a boom. This Alpha just so strong, using the Echo on the Gauntlet, but you're not going to need it. There's the Ace, and they're already pushing into the enemy base before Kraken is even up here. They might even get the game before it's up, and it looks like they're going for the crystal. Bren eSports looking to finish this one out, and they do. They get the crystal right before Kraken. That's going to be the Fountain on the side of Elite 8, as we now see Official Hein going into that backline, being forced to stay in the fight because of them. There's going to be the first blood actually going over to... they do have the advantage as they've taken the first turret away, so they have that roaming potential. There's going to be Alpha going in with the Termination Protocol, and then the Arcane Passage followed through. Anime Save Me, Jaegers is going to get caught out in that Gauntlet with the rest of Bren eSports, but Jaegers need to be careful on that front line. There's going to be the Fountain used for them to keep them alive and in the fight, and Box going to go in after the Alpha to just finish off these kills, getting a double for himself. Sync 1 kiting back, doesn't have that Frostburn as you mentioned before, so not going to be able to slow down Official Hein's engage, but it could be more so for the fact that they're looking to get Alpha when they're down, just help burst them down so they don't get that perk from the infinite reboot. And it looks like Box is going to get the unofficial triple finally, as he manages to catch out that Sky. Not lame him.
Farm up, get their items. I don't think it's exactly the best item to get, but Anime Save Me, or the entirety of Elite 8 is playing so very aggressive.
Yep, and we see the Gauntlet going down. There's going to be the death from up above. In the background, there's the Venn diagram you're talking about, but not being used effectively, as Jaegers just going to go in there, picking up the kills. 18 stacks on that breaking point. Going to follow through and be able to find guessing on the backline. Meanwhile, Sync 1 doing what they can, all on their lonesome to try run away from this fight. They do not have that Frostburn available to them, as you mentioned before, so it's going to be that much tougher, but Crystal Sentry is there, but Official Hein's going to manage to find the...
stop any potential steal coming out from Guessing or the side of Bren eSports.
There's going to be Guessing going with the Gauntlet, the double Gauntlet, and they do manage to catch our Elite 8 inside it. The Death from above doing a good job, but Kraken so close to being captured, yet I don't see Bren eSports being able to take this one as Vox jumps onto the backline, manages to pick up the Kestrel. They manage to get the secure. Sync 1 so low at this point, just trying to run away from Jaegers, but is going to get caught. Oh my god, Sync 1 with the Surrey Strike might just get out there, but Anime Save Me with the slow, the Imperial Sigil.
But a lot of aggression, a lot of lane aggression, putting, you know, basically the entirety of Bren eSports, pushing the entirety of Bren eSports backwards.
Yes, definitely Elite 8 at this point, pushing them backwards as they take the first turret and
instantly burst him down. Granted, like we mentioned yesterday, if you have more health, it works.
Yep, and we see Taka doing the right job of going onto box on the backline, but does get kited back instantly, and there's going to be Idris trying to fight it off, but needs to be careful of not getting caught out by the Winter Spire coming through by the Rhyme. So it's a bit of counterplay here as we see Taka managing to find Anjegas and Official Hind able to find Mr. Jim. So both the junglers able to get onto the carries, but the question is, are they able to catch out the Taka? They do with the gauntlet, so it's more than likely they'll be able to pick up a kill. Sync 1 does go down to the Chill wins position. Does get jumped on and uses the Vanguard on himself. This now means Elite 8 have to be careful as the Vanguard not going to be up for another few seconds, and it could mean Taka able to pick up a kill onto Box on that backline, who's chasing down Mr. Jim, able to pick up that kill, and now just going back into the fight. Taka up in that top rush, not going to get spotted out. The guessing on Grace does get chased down for a bit, and now Elite 8 turning going to try burst this one down. There's going to be a contest from the side of Bren eSports as they go, and Taka onto the backline will get locked up by the Rhyme into the Chill wins, into the Vainglory, gets stunned up, and Sync 1 looking solo. There's going to be the Divine Intervention to keep him alive, but Grace going to walk into that gauntlet wall, getting trapped out and killed by Hunyegas. Hunyegas now trying to chase down the Idris. Meanwhile, Official Hind was looking for that Taka, but he snuck past him and just manages to get out there alive. Speaking about getting out there barely alive, Hunyega's almost falling to Mr. Jim, but does manage to get the Fountain of Renewal.
Where's the farm directive? He needs to do it quickly. He's going to run out, and he is going to go with the gold charge in. There's farm directive, misses. Everyone splits. The Needle Alpha going to go into reboot. Does use the termination protocol. Will it be enough lovely Vanguard to keep him alive? But somehow he goes down. Vox just barely gets the first blood before Kestrel does. Now Uni receives Fountain. SNK was so low, but he survives.
Maybe not, but
Nebulae, we're poking lane. She can get it going. One core charge stack has been got. There's a second. She can go very low. They're going to have to use the ultimate. No, you're going to go off. Yes, you are. Somehow she does manage to get the ult, and there's going to be a Vanguard from Arden, not onto the Shingy though. Shingy's going to be okay. Rebooting, lovely gauntlet. Going to come down, and Alpha gets the Fortress. Uni is so low on the back line. Going to get some glimmer shots, missing out on Mr. Gem, and the Resonance bounce picks up the kill onto Uni. Slightly poor positioning from the members of Renegade. They're letting their Kestrel die to bounces. Now Shingy has not got any ultimate available. There's going to be a Prime Directive. He wants to get Guessing X. He thinks he's not going to get Mr. Jim, which is fair enough. He gets the Finn, tries to Prime Directive away, but there's nothing. He's just going to get a bit of damage onto Mr. Jim. Not an ace. Well played by Shingy. One shot block from Mr. Jim does manage to keep him alive. Try and go on the backside, take this turret down. Turret will fall, but what is going to happen in response? Uni is going to go down himself to Sync 1, most likely. Sync 1 using that healing flask, and will be able to get the kill. Alpha does go down into reboot. Will he survive? Yes, but will it be enough? No. Double kill for the Fortress, and in the end,
Mr. Jim is sitting on the shift, breaking point.
Oh. Here we go, there's going to be a fight. Men's got pale, does trigger the fight. There's going to be a silence on Alpha, and she misses her Prime Directive onto anyone. She could be in a bit of trouble now, but full squad does land, but that's where Alpha wants to be. Kestrel gets killed onto a Vox, and the Prime Directive does not land onto anyone. It missed it. I think it went through a Wolf, so I think that does solve the argument, but we need to check the replay to be sure. Another Prime Directive does not quite connect, and there's nothing for Renegade to take, though. They got a kill, and now what are they going to do? They're going to get a kill into Guessing X, I guess, but Goldmine was taken. They're nowhere near the tier 3 turret, and the sentries on the other side of the map as well.
Yeah, I think they should have just ignored Guessing X, start to step his way out of team fights, and with a breaking point coming up,
does come through. Full squad does hit onto Shingy. Vox stacking up that breaking point a little bit, and Shingy's going to quite low. Echo on the Fortress does hit Shingy in, and that's going to be Prime Directive through. Gauntlet comes down, and Fortress gets the kill onto Kestrel in the end. Alpha gets that ultimate, does get a lot of damage onto Sync 1, but he will Alpha now. Will get taken down by the Fortress. SNKEA is the last one left alive. What can he do? He can run. He can run for quite a while. He could even pick up some extra boots if he wanted to. No, he can't afford extra boots here anymore. And so that means SNK going to run towards Sentry. He's got 10 seconds. Will it be enough? Sync 1 is going up. He echoed the Vanguard to try and survive for 5 more seconds to prevent the ace. Will it be enough? He's by Sentry. No, it will not. Ace for Bren eSports Union, and it's not going to be used quite yet. Guessing it's just waiting for that risk. There is. There's going to be a force called great, and a force call on the gauntlet as well. Echo comes down, Voxing gets stunned up by the gauntlet. Mr. Jim taking a lot of damage, but he's going to do even more onto Uni. Uni falls. Sync 1 is going to get left alive. Mr. Jim did fall in the end to Shingy, and Shingy's like, you know what, I'm just going to go. Let me get this ace. One kill onto the Finn, and now Alpha's going to turn no attention. Back to the Kraken. Not going for any kind of pierce, despite the Aegis on Vox. So going for more damage oriented, and Bren eSports going for the gang. Alpha, no, he gets the triple prime directive with absolute fine. That's a block on to the Atlas. Now there's going to be a lovely gauntlet and a second gauntlet. I think one is stuck in between a gauntlet and another one. And now Alpha needs to use the ultimate. He's going to do it in time. There's prime directive going in onto Fox. Going to get the ultimate onto Fortress instead, and that's going to be Shingy doing massive damage. Uni's going to be staying alive. Kraken is pushing down on the base. They're going to chase down Mr. Jim. Kraken's going to get the win if they don't get the kill anyway. Mr. Jim's going to try and port. I doubt he'll be able to. There's a scout trap. There's a crystal sentry. Alpha's going for the win, and Renegade. Oh, in fact, no, Mr. Jim's going to kill on to Uni. I thought Uni was going to be able to do it, but now Captain Sneak kill to SNK with the plays on the Arden. That will be game most likely, but actually Sync 1 is up in 20 seconds, so maybe he can defend it, but Renegade is playing so well.
I honestly don't think, Sync 1 can, defend against this both Chingy and the Kraken alone. I mean, he just lacks damage, to be completely honest. And that was prime example of good positioning coming out from Uni in that team fight. A Venn diagram dropped by Arden, and after which Uni just entered the second one away from the carry of Red eSports, or rather away from Bolts. And then
eSports are as 3, and SNK is by himself. Could be a stun, will be, and that will be a Dragon Ball contract popped by guessing X maybe at some point. There it is, going to be, and SNK will fall to Alpha with that prime directive. Shingy is in a bad position. Will the root land? Not quite. Shingy's going to try and chase down the Vox with that dead man's rush. The DMR coming through, but Sync 1 is on the back line. Shingy's going to fall. Bren eSports take the first 2 kills. Double breaking point, as you said, being picked up. No bone saw yet though, so the armor on Vox and Alpha is doing quite a bit where this pump helps out. Going to come out, going to stun up Vox. He hasn't got available, but he has got a double tornado trigger, but it's Core's going to get the Spectral Smite, picking up the first kill. Now, what can Sync 1 do? He has got a Dragon's Eye, so he's stacking up. Shingy can take a lot of damage, but Alpha's got Spectral Smite stacks. He can get the ultimate off in time. He's going to boots away and going to save his ultimate for a little bit. There's the Hellfire Brew. Not going to finish off Sync 1, but it does do a little bit of damage from turret. Nope, there was a barrier, so that's not going to do anything. Now Sync 1, is he going to go in this stun on to the Ringo? He's going to get the ultimate. No, he's going to use Prime Directive instead, so he does not get Alpha, does not get the ultimate off, but he will respawn. Shingy going to try and get some stacks. Sync 1 going to go in Prime Directive onto Uni now with one core charge. Does get it. Needs to get another base attack and will do. And now Sync 1 on the chase. Going to go for the Arden now. No, Arden with the bait. He dodges the Prime Directive. And even though I'm not sure how, but Uni managed to run away from guessing X, and there's going to be the rush coming down. Does not get the silence. It was blocked up. Alpha not going to get into reboot. Actually, she was stunned up as well, and that is going to be Ringo taking a lot of damage there from the Vox. Vox just 1v1ing Ringo like it's nothing. Sync 1 going to respawn out of that Prime Directive. That's going to be another. So out of termination protocol. That Prime Directive is going to hit Shingy. That core charge is going to hit SNK. One more is not quite enough. Bren eSports. So in solo, Sync 1 survives on a sliver. Is he going to go over the type with the Prime Directive? Yes, he will. That's Uni going to die. That's the play. Sync 1 with the Alpha, and that's a double kill. And that is going to be easily probably a tier 2 Sync 1. He's diving in. He's got Lance onto Ringo. He's going to and he's going to do quite a lot of damage, but I'm lagging, and Sync 1's doing a lot of damage to Ringo, and Crawl gets the Kraken in the end. Sync 1's going to try his ultimate. He will be able to get the termination protocol off, whereas Prime Directive is not out for another second, and so Sync 1's going to put in a bit of trouble. Mr. Jim is alive. He's going to be Atlas, and actually that is going to be a death. The first death for Sync 1. He gets shut down. Now Mr. Jim's going to try and take this Kraken as quickly as possible. He hasn't got
stacking those breaking point stacks, and it will be really a mess afterwards if you just allow the Alpha to go through like that. Like
Sentry gone down. That's gonna be a silence coming through. He's not blocked, so there's no fountain, no crucible, no echo. Shingy's going to get the kill onto Vox though. Now Sync 1's going to try to place out. Sentry is going to be defeated for the time, and Alpha Prime Directive over the wall. Is he going to go for it? Nope, not going to get that in time. And that was a very interesting play from Guessing X. Got the silence down onto SNK. The Crucible didn't block it, and Shingy going to try and put home. He probably could have got home anyway. That's going to be an easy kill for the Alpha. Atlas from Shingy, he's still going to try, but actually, if there's still this Kraken, it could be the game for them. And now Guessing X are going, right, let's go and fight. Alpha going to try and go in. That's going to be the Atlas Potion, not popped by Alpha. There it is, going to hit the Ringo. Core going to get max range stun onto the Captain, but Vox, meanwhile, is building up so much damage onto Arden. He gets the first blood. He gets his first blood of this fight. And now Alpha going to try to go into Ringo against the Alpha, who's still the Kraken. But will it be enough? That means that now Brennan will have a tough decision. They're going to go for the win. They are. They're going to go for the base race. 33 seconds on the SNK. I think they have enough damage, but I just don't know, Luxuria.
I mean, looking at the moral damage or the items that Mr. Jim has, I will be surprised if they don't quite end the game just yet. But we have SNK and Chinging coming up very, very soon if they do not take this down. If they actually spawn, SNK may find an answer to this. SNK is out, will not be able to do much. The Crystal definitely falling really quickly, and the second game will go over to the side of Bren.
Who's trying to jump onto DefQ, and he looks like he's going to be able to get out there. He has full broken heart stacks, but Blue City frontlining this fight might be able to pick up a kill onto Official Hind. Does open up a window for DefQ. And we see DefQ does get caught out with a fair bit of damage, but for Brightball, we're going to hold the enemies off, and Blue City actually decided to go in, doesn't manage to get the Termination Protocol off before falling, and they are going to just fall to that pedal. Meanwhile, Black Feather diving deep under the turret. DefQ actually running away from his own turret to try to get out there, but will be caught up in the end, and it looks like Elite 8 might have that opportunity to turn things around now.
Official Hind trying to get kills a bit earlier, so they've got to try and steal this Kraken. What's going to do play?
And it doesn't look like they're able to. Elite 8 are going to secure that. That's Black Feather jumping onto the Baron instantly. Pale going to be able to pick up a kill. Blue City goes into Termination Protocol, but is left surrounded by Elite 8, who are going to get them before they even manage to get back out of the Infinite Reboot. And Queasy, the last one standing for Impunity. Meanwhile, Kraken soon to be pushing in, and we see Official Hind able to cancel the recall, and they are going to push Queasy further back into that base. They might even just go for this first turret here to help the Kraken push and really make sure they secure it with this first Kraken. I mean, only 16 minutes in at this point. Elite 8, ever since that first fight that they won, they started going off the back of that on objective, and taking everything away from Impunity here. The only thing remaining to do is push in with this Kraken. There's going to be the gauntlet to go in. They still have the fountain for Elite 8, not wanting to use it just yet, but they're going to have to, as Hunyega's going fairly low to this Baron, but might win out the duel, and it looks like he will just barely. He gets the shutdown, but Queasy Queasy probably getting that shutdown onto the Black Feather, but Arden still alive, going onto this Crystal with the help of Kraken. Should be enough damage. Anime Save Me just buying time for the Kraken at this point, distracting them, and we can see that even by getting the ace, I don't think they have the damage to take this Kraken.
No, they don't. And
one more, two more
the
hits.
The Alpha win streak has been defeated by what we all thought was an
a second to every item if they're able to shop. Elite 8 trying to not let that happen. They're looking for the fight, but Queasy with an amazing gauntlet into the Valkyrie, and they do catch out Anime Save Me as they're using the Divine Intervention into the fountain. Hunyega's on the backline trying to escape, can't get away from DefQ with that trampoline, and it looks like Anime Save Me going to go down next. Official Hind, the last one on Elite 8, but DefQ on this weapon, the chance to make it back to the turret. But once that turret's out of the way, it's really easy for Impunity to chase through Oat as a whole. And we see even there, Blue City able to sneak up onto Hunyega's. There's the turret going down. Queasy going to go in instantly with the initial gauntlet. And wow, the Valkyrie just decimating the Kestrel. Meanwhile, Official Hind on his own in the jungle, basically leashing that gold miner for Blue City, as Blue City going to come along and secure it. Might even secure Official Hind's life if they get the chill wins onto them, and it looks like they'll be able to do so. And yep, Petal just going to jump
with the kills for the kill steal. I like that from my Petal. You jump over the wall and secure the kill, because Scarf was just running around by me. Look at that! This is weapon Petal.
Now see Impunity starting that Kraken, but is there going to be any chance for Elite 8 to make a counterplay here, as we see the gauntlet going down, the double gauntlet, and it's going to catch them out. Official Hind on the backline is the last one left standing along. Anime Save Me, but not for long, as the Divine Intervention not going to be enough, because the onslaught coming through by the side of Impunity is to land the Goop or Spitfire onto anyone. The first turret going to go down. They have to really take care of this Rhyme as well, who's just roaming around on his own, but Petal being the one to put out so much damage with that Solar Blade double Neo trigger, and we see Hunyega's trying to challenge them for a fight, manages to get them, but gets shut down on their own. Meanwhile, Rhyme just not going to die anytime soon.
That's what they're aiming for. Double infusions now on Kestrel and on Sky, and there's going to be a turret going down. This is a fight.
And the gauntlet does drop, catching out Anime Save Me. It might be enough, as we see before. Barrage doing work, and Sky able to pick up the kill onto Bren. Now moving on to Hunyegas, and you can see that Dragon's Eye really going into play here, as Hunyegas so low right now. It's going to get taken down by the Sky. Blue City just doing work.
He just inspires to get your fortified health up. And DefQ is doing quite well. He's got his 4 damage items completed, but he is quite out of position.
Anime Semi is going to jump onto them with the Benediction. There's going to be the Valkyrie catching out Queasy, but they still managed to pick up the kills at the end of the day. They managed to get Anime Semi on that Grace, and oh, it looks like it was Ryan going to trade out with that Sky, but DefQ still left standing, able to pick up the 8. Great of his Kestrel with just so much damage on those Glimmer shots, almost taking it, really looking for more at this point. Does take out the Grace, and now Official Hein very low on the backline, gets caught out in the depth from above, and Sky takes out the Vox and the Arden to get the ace. They finish the game. Impunity just playing that one so clean and